competition between the two of them. They don't like to lose to each other. And we always get the best of Mr. Cole in the goal. So I think the coach is taking a huge punt by taking the other goalkeeper out of the goal, who's done fantastically so far, and giving Mr. Cole a chance, who technically was the #1 goalkeeper for Guyana for a number of years. But, you know, it's an old saying, sometimes there's a change of guard. And we've seen the young goalkeeper come of age in this tournament. Well, maybe this is Mr. Cole's last hurrah. Let's see how well he does. I wish him well in goal. I know he's capable. I know he has the ability. But let's see him execute.
All right, there's the words of Mr. Allen Newark. Very competent goalkeeper in his day as well. The Guyana starting with a quick 5. Mr. France, I see him wearing the captain's armband tonight. So apparently he's the captain for tonight. And they're starting with Brantford and Asano, Marvin Domet in defense as well.
Mackenzie.
And Mackenzie starting in the backcourt with Domet. Await the start of the umpires to start the game. The crowd is in, anticipating a very good game, and the game is started. Jonathan Roberts controlling the back for the Canadians. And the Guyanese trying to apply press on the Canadians. This is Mackenzie for Guyana, controlling deep in their own half. And the ball goes into touch for a push out for Guyana.
I think we're in for a good game tonight.
Yes, most definitely. Like you said earlier, the Canadians are no strangers to the Guyanese. So these two teams would have played each other on a number of occasions on the international circuit. Canada coming out victorious all the time. But the Guyanese, as I said, they aren't afraid to mix it up with the Canadians. Who's a world-rated team.
I'm impressed with the way in which they started tonight. Very positive. Slightly aggressive, the word I don't like to use. But I'll rephrase that in a very positive way. And they're looking good. I like to see them start this way. Defensively, we've looked pretty solid at the back all tournament. Hopefully we can polish this time in the Canadians have formed. Oh, yes.
This is the Canadians trying to come away, coming deep in the Canadians coming deep in the Guyana half. This is Mackenzie for Guyana, over to Domet. Domet tries to go through the middle, quickly broken up by the Canadians. The Canadians attacking deep in the right side of the Guyana defense. The ball was won back by Domet. This is number 3 for Canada. And he's now been substituted. This is Jonathan Roberts. Number 6. One of the playmakers, experienced player for the Canadians. Goes back deep to number 9 for Canada. Number Canadians moving the ball around pretty quickly and accurately. As you see Jonathan Roberts switching positions from defense to attack. Very versatile player. And the Canadians, pretty confident bunch. They were beaten last night by the Argentine unit. So it's a unit that can be beaten. But they'll be pretty confident against Guyana. And this is Cole coming out to goal and smothering things early. This is Roberts again, defended by 3 Guyanese. Asana comes away with it, tries to go as far as number 13. He stole it away from him, back to Roberts. Roberts penetrating deep in the right side. An excellent save by Dummett.
First penalty corner to Canada.
And the umpire has ruled that Dummett infringed when he tried to stop the ball. It raised and it has been resulted in a penalty corner for Canada. Now this will be interesting because Jonathan Roberts is one of the key members in this set piece. Tony Cole and goal.
He has a very good record with the drag flick, and I hope Mr. Cole has his A game here. And it was a dummy.
An excellent save by Mr. Cole coming out, which resulted in another short corner.
I think Canada opted for the dummy again, very much like in the other game. Conventional short corner. You know that the Guyana team will be looking for that, especially the goalkeeper. But we defended creditably.
The Canadians now will be taking the penalty corner on the left side of the Guyanese goal. They have 3 attackers in the circle. And this is Roberts again. Well defended again by McKenzie this time. Thwarted the Guyanese effort, the Canadian effort, sorry.
I'm very impressed in the way in which we defended that penalty corner just now. It shows that somewhere along the line, this team is maturing really nicely. We've learned how to defend against different types of short corners, especially this new style with the dummy. And it speaks well for this team. They've done their homework.
The Guyanese still in the game. Just over 6 minutes gone. Score 0-0. McKenzie and the push just in the Canadian half. Back to Dummett. Dummett tries to find Bradford, but the ball goes into touch for a long corner for Guyana. Dummett with the ball, plays off the board, tries to find Bradford. Ball is stolen by the Canadian defense. An infringement against Asano. And the Canadians will come away with it. This is number 9 for Canada. Tries to go deep and the ball goes into touch. McKenzie with the ball. Guyana making 3 quick substitutions. This is Short. Short goes up the middle. Tries to find France. And France wins the infringement. This is Jason DeSantos. It's Short. Short to McKenzie. McKenzie tries to go past his man. He reverses. Tries to find DeSantos. DeSantos in a bit of trouble there. And Guyana coming away with the infringement. Asana, number 10. Guyana passes back to McKenzie. McKenzie to Stewart. Stewart tries to go deep to the left side of the court, which is the right side of the Canadian defense, and the ball went into the touch. The Canadians with a quick counter-attack. Getting the ball deep into the right side of the Guyana defense. Ball comes all the way back out to the Canadian defenders. He comes around on the right side, trying to maintain possession. This is DeSantos putting some pressure and short, way down on the right side. An excellent opportunity.
Well saved by Tony Cole.
By Tony Cole.
Well,
excellent goalkeeper by Tony Cole.
It seems like he's brought his A game tonight. This is what we spoke about earlier. He just has this knack of raising his game against Canada. I think the coach has got this one right tonight.
This is short. Finding DeSantos. DeSantos turning around. Finding McKenzie deep on the right-hand side. McKenzie tries to accelerate. The ball goes into touch. Guyana's ball. Short. Deep in the defense. Guyana applying the diamond back. This is DeSantos. DeSantos back to Short. Short very deep. Going hard right side. Trying to find France. France gets it over to Hassana. Hassana now in a good chance here. He passes off. DeSantos. DeSantos shoots. Well saved by the Canadian keeper, which resulted in a long corner. And I think Hassana held that ball a second too long.
There's no doubt about that. I actually thought he was going to give us a reverse stick flick. But then there was Jason DeSantos in a better position. It was just that split second that the ball should have been released. Anyway, it was a good play by the Guyana team. Shows us that we are attacking even just as good as we're defending.
Yes, showing the versatility of the Guyanese. And the Guyanese, spring in their step, a bit of confidence. And you have the Canadians still 0-0, just on the 10 minutes of play. And this is Canada with the long corner. This is number 3 for Canada. He tries to penetrate, goes deep into the Guyana. Goes deep into the Guyana half, and another long corner has resulted. Canada again. Pressing the Guyanese. This is number 7 for Canada. Goes deep, finds number 3. Number 3 for Canada. Attacking. The game is beginning to get a bit physical, and the umpire is taking charge of things early, warning the players.
I think he's right to give out that warning there.
This is the Canadians working the ball beautifully at the back row. And an excellent save by Tony Cole. A beautiful flick by Jonathan Roberts. An excellent save by Tony Cole. And the Canadians try to go deep in the right side of the Guyana defense, and the ball goes into touch. Tony Cole is really keeping Guyana in the hunt as far as the scoreline is concerned, where this game is concerned. Some excellent saves by him. This is McKenzie going to Short. Short tries to go deep on the left-hand side of the Canadian defense. This is Dummett working his way around the Canadian defense. Obstructs the play. Canada now bringing the ball
I think
forward.
we're coping very well defensively against this diamond. We're actually shutting down the Canadians from playing their usual free-flowing and having a lot of movement. I guess the Guyanese have looked at the tape against Canadians when the Argentina's team shut them down similarly. They've learned from that tape. I know the coach had a camera up there filming the other night, and I'm sure they've watched that film over and over today. So they've learned a few things from the Argentina game, and they've put it in place here.
The Canadians have gained another penalty corner. As you were describing what the Guyanese were doing. And this is going to be very dangerous. The Guyanese will definitely have to come up with another excellent save. This is Roberts going high, and this time he succeeds.
It slipped through.
Roberts going high, and this time he succeeds. So the Canadians are on the scoreboard. 7 minutes, 45 seconds remaining. Canada won. And
I do believe that this score is not a true reflection of how hard this game is. But Canada have edged ahead, no doubt. Guyana has to have the fortitude to settle down, play the similar type game that they've been playing. for the last 10 minutes. I'd like to see a little bit more forceful play inside of the 25-yard line area going towards the goal for Canada. I'm sure if we earn the short corner, it'll be a similar effect. We have a similar plan just like Canada. We have very good drag flickers, and I've seen us practice the dummy several times. It's just, like I said, execution. Hopefully, we'll see that in the next 7 minutes.
The Guyana coach should have ring some changes in after that goal is scored. Bringing in Chester. And then there's Short. Dummett now is no longer in the defense. He's playing in the midfield role. This is Brantford. And goes back to McKenzie. McKenzie dribbling the ball over cross court. Finds Brantford. Brantford grips it hard. And the ball goes out of touch off the stick of Jonathan Roberts. This is Dummett. Back to Brantford. Brantford gripping it through. And the ball coming off the stick of the Canadian defender and going into touch. This is Brantford again. Whipping it too hard. Excellent ball to Stewart. Stewart gets the shot off. Well saved by the Canadian keeper.
I must admit, the keepers are having a good night tonight in this game. I think the Canadian goalkeepers kept us at bay for the last 10 minutes. So kudos to him. I don't know how long he'll be able to do that.
So far, so good for Canada. And there's a Canadian player, number 17, who is playing very rough. And the umpire is having to caution both players. And there's an infringement against Canada just on the center of the court. This is Dummett trying to find Brantford. Brantford passes it wrong, finds Hassan. Hassan flicks. Well saved by the Canadian goalkeeper. As the ball becomes loose. This is Stewart scrambling for it. Canada retains possession. Canada comes away with the ball now. This is the Canadian Mark 2 passing the ball from side to side, number 9 and number 7. And they're passing the ball around from side to side. There's an infringement, and Bradford is with the ball. This is Dummett. Guyana tries to go through the center. There's a deflection and results in a long corner for Guyana. Dummett trying to go through the middle. A quick, hard pass.
Seems to be pretty effective tonight, though. Earned them a few long corners.
This is Stewart trying the same thing. This time is the infringement against Guyana. As the Canadians try to come away with things again. This is number 3 for Canada. Passes the ball back to Roberts. Roberts off the board to number 9. And this is an excellent play. Beautiful counter-attacking by Guyana. This is Brantford on the run. He drag flips. Excellent save. Brantford again. This is to the side netting. And the Canadian player is down.
It's Jonathan Roberts.
It looks like Jonathan Roberts. And if he's injured, that's a terrible blow to the Canadians. Because he's an integral part.
I think he's been hit on the hand with the ball. He's been substituted.
The Canadians will come away with the ball. This is Canada now. Coming away with the ball. Ball is being played back deep by number 9. And the Canadians hustling. And the Guyanese equal to the task. Still in their chance.
I think we've conquered this diamond to some extent for now. We need to continue this relentless pressure and breaking down the Canadian play. I'm sure we'll open up the defense and get a chance to get a goal. We've had several chances to score, just been unfortunate, and the Canadian goalkeeper's been excellent so far tonight.
This is Domet now trying to go again through the center, raising the ball on this occasion. The Canadians will have it just in the Guyanese half, which is number 9 for Canada. Canada now trying to go deep into their own half. This is number 5. Excellent defense work by Domet. Didn't know why the umpire didn't allow the advantage play there. Nevertheless, play goes on. To the Canadians deep in the Guyanese half in the circle, the right side. They've earned their self-penalty, long corner. This time the ball goes into touch. And there's a timeout called by the Guyana side. 3 minutes, 29 seconds remain on the clock. Very fast-paced game, despite the score line being 1-0, but a very fast game.
I think we've held Canada at bay. I think we've played very good defensive, solid. But I just think there's that little edge in midfield that Canada has taken a little bit of control, and we need to wrestle that control back from Canada. I just think if we allow Canada to create that movement in midfield, that different play that diamond creates could be problematic for us. And I presume the coach is showing them something there to that effect, because he's seen the game just like us. Hopefully, we'll come out with a little bit more gusto and try and finish one of these lovely chances which we've gotten so far. I just think that the Guyana team has played excellent, and they've been a little unfortunate with the penalty corner. But we can get back into this. It's only 1 goal. We've got lots of time to do that.
This is short. Trying to go hard, deep to the left of the Canadian defense, and the ball goes into touch. This is the Canadians now. Number 13. This is the Canadians working the ball up the court skillfully, and an excellent bit of ball movement by the Canadians, catching the Guyanese a bit flat-footed, but the Guyanese nevertheless regained their composure, counter-attack, but the ball went out of play. This is number 13 for Canada again. Defensive player, trying to weave his way around. He plays the ball back to number 3. Number 3 over to number 6. And the ball goes into touch.
It's just a little bit of sharpness that we need up front at the moment. I'm hoping that we could do this.
By the Canadians, is an empty goal for the Guyanese. And the Canadian
Tony Cole is injured.
The Canadian shoots. And the play has been stopped. The goalkeeper is on the floor. He's injured.
I do hope that he's not injured badly here. It seems that in a collision with the player.
Your thoughts on the play so far, Alan?
I think Guyana needs a wee bit of sharpness up front. We're getting the ball right into the circle, but that little edge from the other night when every time the ball got into the circle, we got a little stick on it, and there's a little deflection and there was a goal. Granted, the Canadian goalkeeper so far has been up to par, or beyond the par. He's been excellent in goal, par excellence. I just believe that if we just get a little bit of luck up front in another few minutes, the scores could be level. And as we speak, the goalkeeper from Guyana is up. He seems to be slightly dazed, but let's hope it's just a little bit dazed and he's okay. Because Tony Cole himself in the goal has been doing excellent. And I would like him to continue in that vein. These things happen. Every now and again as a goalkeeper, you get a few knocks here and there. They say all goalkeepers have a little bit of madness in them. You have to be crazy to go in the goal. I should know I'm one. I wouldn't say I'm a bit crazy, but you know.
Well, you heard it, the words of a former goalkeeper himself. This is Canada now, coming away with it. And this is Hassanov applying some pressure on the Canadian defense was in the process fouled him. So the game now is beginning to get a bit physical. This is the Canadians working the ball deep into their own half. Asano applying a lot of pressure to the Canadian defense. The Canadians coming away with the ball. This is short. Domet. Bradford. Reeves 1. Reeves 2. A lot of trickery there by Bradford. This is short. The ball has been obstructed. This is Jonathan Roberts coming in. He gets a drag flick and beats Tony Cole. Jonathan, very wiry and crafty player, versatile player on the Canadian side, was given a width of space and made the Guyanese pay.
I just think the defending-wise, we just went to sleep for a few seconds there, and we can't afford to do that. Not against this Canadian team.
This is Roberts trying to attack Domet. Domet tries to weave his way out. Canadians lead 2 goals to nothing. Under a minute remaining in this half. Guyanese would have loved to be going in at least with a 1-goal deficit, or if possible, all score. And this ball has been given away sillily by Domet. And another goal by the Canadians. Jonathan Roberts on fire again. Jonathan Roberts on fire again. He's making the Guyanese pay. 3 goals
in the space of 10 seconds.
To the end of the half, indeed. The Guyanese were in it all the time. 1 goal down, and it's the halftime. The Canadians leading 3 goals to nil. A very fast-paced game. Game end-to-end activity. Despite the scores, 3 goals to nil. The game is far much more closer than the scoreline shows.
I just think Guyana has been slightly unlucky in the last 12 minutes. We had the opportunity to hold the 1-0 lead, but in defense, due to the fact that the Canadians are always on the fast break, you cannot afford to lapse. Any sort of second as you give them, any quarter you give them, they'll make you pay for it. And Jonathan Roberts has done that in the second goal. He was lurking right outside his circle, and the ball was all the way up over the line. And for some strange reason, we weren't picking up. The situation was, it was man to man, and somebody left him on his own. He's not the kind of player to be left on his own, and we've paid the price for that.
Yes, Jonathan Roberts, a very skillful, versatile, and experienced player on the Canadian team. He's been in the Canadian circuit for quite a few years now. Very experienced. And like I said, he knows these Guyanese players a bit well because he would have been playing against them on a number of occasions. And he's really made them pay for 2 silly lapses that they would have made. And here we're leaving, and we'll be back with you when the game resumes for the second half. Jason DeSantos trying to weave his way around two Canadian players. Jason DeSantos attacking deep, trying to turn, and has been creating an infringement. This is Canada now, deep in the Guyana right side of the defense. Canadians come out with a full force of energy. They gain a long time.
Good evening. My name is Nicholas Fraser. I'm just stepping in here to continue the commentary.
Welcome, Nicholas.
All right. So, exciting match so far. Ending the first half, Canada able to put in 2 quick goals. And that would definitely have been heavy on the hearts of the Guyanese throughout that halftime.
Definitely. The Guyanese was in all the time in the game, and the last 2 minutes, they were completely deflated by those 2 quick goals by Jonathan Roberts.
Yes.
And here they are defending a penalty corner. This will be dangerous again. And another excellent save by Tony Cole. And a beautiful goal this time by Teixeira in the scorecard for the first time tonight. So the Canadians now lead 4-0. The second minute of the second half. This is Bradford. Bradford tried to go deep. This is Roberts counter-attacking. Fernandes.
A mistake there by the number 9 player from Canada, Pereira, and Guyana able to capitalize on that mistake and score a quick goal.
Yes, so the Guyanese now on the score sheet. This will lift their confidence, spur up their energy. This is the Canadians still with the ball though.
Would definitely be a boost to the Guyana team now. That
yes.
Goal there. Of course, Canada one of the favorites in this tournament.
Yes, exactly. And this is number 9 for Canada, Pereira.
Both male and female teams are the highest ranked in this tournament.
And the Canadians making a substitution back. The defender coming on. So back and Fernandes in the defense. This is Hassan for Guyana. Turin weaving his way around. That's a physical goal. Excellent goalkeeping by the Canadian goalkeeper. Pereira, excellent. This is Jason DeSantos trying to weave his way around. This is Bradford now. Tries to go deep. The ball goes into touch.
You can see the Guyanese have a bit more confidence in their step. There is a little bit more urgency to the play. That goal would have done a good deed to the Guyanese spirits.
Definitely, Nicholas. And another dangerous play here. Ball straight across the goal, which resulted in a penalty corner.
Bradford did well to get back into that play and defend, as the goalkeeper was not completely on his line.
Players seem to be questioning the umpire's call every time, but the umpires aren't going to change their decisions.
Players have a duty to play the game, and the umpires, it is their duty to umpire the match.
The Canadians now taking the penalty corner from the left side of the Guyanese goal. Jonathan Roberts is not on the floor. This is number 13 back, trying. Excellent defense work again by Bradford on the line. Tony Cole saved the first shot, but Bradford was on the line to save the second shot. So Guyana still in with a chance. A little under 5 minutes gone in this second half. Very fast-paced game. Very exciting. These two teams know each other relatively well. They've played against each other on a number of occasions. The Canadians coming out on top most of the time, but the Guyanese are not afraid to mix it up. This is Bradford. Eliminating one.
Excellent stick work there.
Excellent stick work by Bradford. A very neat and nimble player. This is Mackenzie. Bradford again. Whipping the ball through. Looking to find France. It's an infringement.
Looks like Guyana got a long corner there.
No, it's an infringement just inside the Guyana half.
Oh no.
Bad play there by Bradford. Bart stole it. And this could be dangerous, but Bart flicked it just wide. A bad play by Bradford, which resulted in Bart flicking just wide. Exciting stuff here. The patrons are getting their money's worth, Nicholas.
Absolutely. It's an intense match. A shot there by the Canadian player. Fernandez. As the...
It's resulted in a long corner for the Canadians. This is Cole again coming out, being aggressive again. Mackenzie for Guyana. This is Bradford. Controlling things tonight from the back. Ball goes out into touch. France will bring it in. Back to Bradford. Intercepted by Branco for Candada. Bradford again, trying to weave his way. This is Hassan now. Spear to France. France with a shot well saved by the Canadian keeper. France has been sent to the bench for 2 minutes. So the Guyanese having a disadvantage with 4 players on the floor. The Canadians have the advantage.
And they're pressing quite highly now.
Yes, the Canadians are playing a man-to-man press. This is Bart. Goes deep, finds Branco. Branco turns, and an excellent goal by the Canadians. Well weaved. 3 quick passes in the Guyanese circle resulted in Robert scoring another easy goal.
By my count, that is his 3rd goal in this match.
Yes. This is Hassan. Attacking hard on the Canadian left side. Goes past a defender. And the ball goes into touch. This is Bart going deep. This is Branco. Branco to Roberts. Roberts with a flick. Branco again with another flick. Well saved by Tony Cole.
Particularly in the first half, Tony Cole did an excellent job of keeping this score very low. In the second half, you can see him getting some amount of help from Bradford. Now, in this case, he's going to need a lot more help because they're going to be having another short corner.
Yeah. And this time Roberts is on the floor, so most likely he will be the flicker this time. So Cole will have to get all the way out, as well as the Guyana defense. Another goal by Roberts, down the middle of the goal this time. Off a deflection of a defender's stick, and the Canadians go one more up, 6-1.
Roberts is well known to be a goal scorer. He is usually up in the running for MVP of tournaments and highest goal scorer.
Yes, and Roberts is a very experienced player. He's been on the Canadian circuit for the Canadian national team for the past 8 to 10 years, one of the more experienced players on the Canadian team. This is Bradford trying to go through the center from a long corner. Canadians broke the play up. This is Bradford now in center court. Passes now to France. France has a chance to score. He hits the side netting. The Canadian keeper was out on him. Pereira.
That was the captain for Guyana taking that attempt, Robert France.
Hassano to Mackenzie. Excellent dribble by Mackenzie, going past two players, being fouled in the process.
A free hit taken by Mackenzie.
To Hassano. This is France with the goalkeeper on him, deep on the right side of the Canadian defense, and he's earned Guyana a well-earned penalty corner.
So the Guyanese is going to have a word and then they break off. And the captain, Robert France, is going to insert this one. What are your thoughts on the options here?
Well, I don't have a clue what the Guyanese will try to do.
All right, so it looks like Asana will be stopping.
Yes.
And the flicker is, yep.
An excellent goal, excellent dummy goal.
That is one unique combination there. The stopper was the one that shot the ball. And that's not a very common play by the battery there.
Yeah,
so quite interesting there. I would never have guessed. I think that's the first time for this tournament that the stopper has actually been the one to shoot.
Yes.
So very good initiative there by the Guyana team.
That's why I said I tell you I don't know what they would have done, because I know they have several combinations that they would normally run in practice. And one of the good things that would have made that combination work is because both Bradford and Hassano do play for the same club. So they have an excellent combination between them.
All right.
And this is the Canadians though. They wouldn't be daunted by that goal. Try to come down.
On first error.
Into touch. So Guyana will have a push in. This is Bradford again. Corn eliminating an excellent spin move. But the Canadians come away with it again. And this is Jonathan Roberts again on the score sheet. 7 goals to 2. 7 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the game. And sometimes Bradford could be very creative and skillful, but sometimes that works against him. He tries to overdo it. And Jonathan Roberts, a wiry player and very experienced, capitalized on his mistake and made Guyana play. And he tries to go deep on the right side of the Canadian defense, and the ball goes into touch. This is Teixeira.
So we're in the second half. For those viewers, if you just joined us, an exciting match. Canada up 7 goals to 2 with only just over 7 minutes remaining in this match. And
this is Bart again with a shot on goal. Tony Cole, an excellent save.
Right, so under 7 minutes now to go in this match. And Guyana trying to score a few goals and pull a few back on the Canada team. In the group stage, the amount of goals you score for and against, it becomes important in the latter stages of this competition.
Yes, definitely, Nicholas. But this is Hassano going all the way. And this is Teixeira attacking.
Now, for those viewers seeing that goal just now, the ball was shot outside of the half circle. And so you're not allowed to score any goals from outside there. It must come off of a player inside the circle.
Excellent goal by Hassano. Excellent goal by Hassano. Bringing the crowd back to life. And Guyana still has some work to do.
Now, Hassano did take that shot from within the D. And so that will be counted as a goal.
Guyana will need a few more goals like that to get the crowd back into this and to help to lift the players' spirits back on the floor.
That is an important aspect of Guyana hosting the competition. Once again, the shot is taken outside of the half circle. Having the home crowd on your side is important, particularly in those matches where it's close.
These two Guyanese players, France and Asana, attacking number 10, Fernandez.
And the captain, Robert France, went down hard. He seems to be in a lot of pain at the moment. And so the Guyanese physio and the team managers are coming over to render some assistance.
He's got a cut. His face has been cut.
Appears to have a gash to the face. So, and he appears a bit upset. So he leaves and he'll probably get into the locker room where they'll try to patch him up. And maybe we'll see the captain back on the court before these last 5 minutes are up.
Very fast-paced game, and the umpires seem to be on top of things. Number 9 has been ejected for the rough play. That is Ferreira, the captain of the Canadian team. And Guyana is opting to go with the extra player, taking out the goalkeeper.
The kicker back.
Yes, that is because the Canadians will be a player short, so Guyana is trying to capitalize on that by putting an extra outside player on the floor to see if they can capitalize on a numerical advantage, to see if they can get a goal or two quickly back.
Earlier today, the Guyanese women played a match where they employed the same strategy toward the end of the match, and it backfired on them.
Well, definitely, strategies like this, because if you don't have a goalkeeper in the goal, it can backfire against you if shots are taken at your goal. But hopefully the Guyanese will have to apply a press, high court press, pressing the Canadians in their half.
So instead of defending the goal, they can defend the circle.
Right.
All right.
It's an onside bully. Guyana Hassana wins the bully. This is Mackenzie. Mackenzie goes deep to Dummett. Dummett is short. They kick it back. Short back to Dummett. Dummett goes across to Short. Short tries to go deep to find Mackenzie. The ball goes into touch.
So Guyana now with 6 players on the field, while Canada is reduced to 4 players.
Right, when the Guyanese are applying the whole court press, pressing the Canadians right in their half. This is DeSantos with the ball, getting an infringement just outside the Canadian circle. This is DeSantos again. Another infringement just outside the Canadian circle. This is DeSantos back to Dummett. Dummett to the kicker back. Short. Short goes deep to Hassana. Hassana tries to come around to Dummett. To that forward, back to Dummett.
The Guyana side being very patient in this one, but DeSantos loses it.
And now the Canadians come away with it through Teixeira. Teixeira dribbled through Guyanese defenders, left them at all, and there's a penalty corner against Guyana. And this is where it becomes very dangerous. Because
no, the kicker back.
They cannot substitute.
The kicker back has been sent off for a minute, with 4 minutes to go in this the last half of this match.
They can apply the jersey to another player on the floor to act as the kicker back.
It appears that the assistant coach is trying to do just that.
But they're not applying one. So they have to defend the goal without a goalkeeper. And this is Roberts. An excellent defense work by Hassano. Excellent defense work by Hassano. Saving with a stick. The Canadians have burned themselves a long corner.
Hassana charging there as the play was about to start.
This is the Canadians. An easy goal by the Canadians.
It appeared that that shot was taken just on the border of the half circle. At one point I thought maybe it was outside, but by the time he released the ball, he was already inside the circle. So it does count as a goal.
Yes.
And the Canadian side now has 8 goals to Guyana's 3.
the Guyana would have earned themselves a penalty corner in this process.
So this time they will get a kicker back jersey on, while the kicker back has another 20 seconds or so until he is able to return. So once again,
I think this one, Jason DeSantos might be the flicker here. Now this is Bradford flicking. Another penalty corner. The goalkeeper, Pereira, coming all the way out and saving the shot. I don't think the Guyanese could go straight forward again. They have to try something a little more different this time. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the game. Another drag flick. An excellent drag flick this time by Bradford. High up in the right-hand corner of the Canadian goal. Score now 4-8. And the Canadians have called for a timeout.
all right, so these are some important moments here. In the game of hockey, it's very streaky. A team can be doing well, and then all of a sudden they score one goal, and then the goals start to flow. It is possible that with this timeout, that's probably what the Canada coach is thinking. He doesn't want the Guyana side to build on that goal that they just had, so he's just going to stop the game for a bit, speak to the guys, and see if they can put together a little bit of strategy so that the Guyana team doesn't build on that goal that they just scored.
Yes, definitely, most definitely. He wants to slow the momentum down because he has the advantage. He has a 4-goal cushion. It's just 2 minutes remaining. He's going to tell his athletes just to calm it down, run the clock down. But the Guyanese, on the other hand, will have other ideas. They will be coming out pressing hard.
And they are continuing with the kicker back.
Yes. Well, they haven't a choice because with 2 minutes left, you have 4 goals to get. You have to try everything possible. Like I said, the Canadians will try to keep possession of this ball as much as possible. This is Bach trying to bring it away. A very experienced defender. To Teixeira. The ball goes into touch off the stick of a Guyanese player. This is Fernandez to Bach. Bach tries to go deep. France, the Guyana captain, back on again. Passes the ball. Another goal! Another goal by Bradford. And the Guyanese are hurrying up now. 1 minute, 25 seconds left in the game.
Excellent pass into Asana there. And just what the Canadian coach did not want to happen has been happening. The Guyana side playing the chance of using the kicker back. And this has actually done well for them. Unlike the Guyana girls that attempted to use it.
Another attempt for goal by the Canadian. Fernandez, and he was fouled in the process. Resulted in a penalty corner against Guyana. And seconds remaining, Canadian lead 8 goals to 5. The Guyanese will have to defend without a goalkeeper, with a kicker back. And with Jonathan Roberts flicking, this is pretty dangerous for the Guyanese.
So the umpire has stopped the clock with 31 seconds remaining. So this won't be the last play of the game. There may be enough time for another play after this one.
Yes, definitely. This is Bach to stick stuff. Roberts to flick. I know he'll be going high and straight in the center. And this is Hassano breaking the penalty corner, and the time will be restarted. The time will be running down. He will be penalized. He'll be sent to the halfway line. He'll have to defend the corner from the back. And this is Roberts again. Excellent defense work. Another good save again by Bradford. And the Guyanese now with 5 seconds remaining. And this is it. The Canadians have won this game 8 goals to 5. Your thoughts on this game, Nicholas?
This was an excellent show by the Guyana side. They showed a lot of character. In the first half, the goalkeeper did a very good job of reducing the damage, reducing the amount of balls passing the line. And in the second half, hats off to Bradford, who steps in, and it seems on instinct, to stop these goals from happening. It could have been a lot worse than the score shows, 8 goals to 5. I think that the Guyanese guys did a wonderful job, particularly on the defensive end.
Definitely, and Bradford, despite saving a few goals in the defensive end, scored a few goals on the offensive end coming towards the end of the game. I think what happened was the Guyanese allowed the Canadians to go a little far in terms of the